Hi everybody, this is Christy. I am the Intimate Warrior. I thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, I send you love. So yesterday I briefly kind of spoke about freedom, I guess, and God's emancipation, and by doing so I used a few Bible verses. So why did I make that video? Let's see, I don't know the precise date. It's been maybe about a week here, where I was given or ended up seeing the Dharma wheel. Most of the times when I am seeing some symbols, light language, sometimes it's in black and white, or red and white, or red and black, and sometimes it is in fluorescent blue. So the Dharma wheel that day was actually glowing in fluorescent blue. And I guess it was the 24th of April when I actually saw it. And so I wanted to talk about the Dharma wheel today. The Dharma chakra comes from the Dharma, which is the path to attaining enlightenment and reaching nirvana, the highest state of being a person can achieve. It also means the wheel of law. I spoke in a previous video as well that there shall be one law. That was spoken to me. While there are many variations of the Dharma wheel, they are usually depicted with 8 spokes in dark golden color. These shapes, and I'm assuming that that's what they mean, that when someone has created a Dharma wheel. I know in many other cultures they do create a statue. 3 shapes are depicted within the center of the wheel, typically a yin-yang shape, wheel, or circle. The Dharma chakra meaning generally refers to typical Dharma wheel with 8 spokes. The wheel that I was shown had lots of spokes on it, more than 8, could have been 12. I have a sense that it was even more than 12. They were so tightly knitted together, unlike the 12 hands on a clock, where I would have more than likely had thought like a clock. What I saw was lots of them, lots of lines knitted tightly together. But regardless, I knew it was the wheel. Or it ended up being guided. I was guided towards the Dharma wheel. So there are multiple ways of interpreting the Dharma wheel, so that there are several meanings behind the symbol. There are 3 different parts that make up the Dharma wheel, which are the spokes, the hub, and the rim. The rim of the Dharma wheel further signifies the ability to hold all of the teachings together by meditating and concentrating. The circular shape of the wheel symbolizes the perfection of Buddha's teachings. The hub in the center of the Dharma wheel represents moral discipline. The 3 swirling shapes of the hub, often depicted in blue, yellow, and red, symbolize a Dharma, Buddha, and Shangha, respectively. They are also known as the 3 treasures or jewels. The Dharma wheel with 4 spokes symbolizes the 4 noble truths. When the wheel has 8 spokes, it represents the Eightfold Path and Buddhism. 10 spokes on a Dharma wheel signifies the 10 directions, and 12 spokes symbolizes the 12 links of dependent organization. If a Dharma wheel has 24 spokes, it's known as the Ashoka chakra and symbolizes the 24 ideal qualities of a follower of Buddhism. The Ashoka chakra also represents the reversal of the 12 links and becomes free from samsara, the continuous cycle of reincarnation. The Dharma wheel with the 31 spokes represents the 31 realms of existence found in the Buddhist cosmology. So in its entirety, the Dharma wheel symbolizes a Buddha's teachings. When one practices a Dharma, one is practicing the teachings of Buddha and protecting oneself from suffering and eliminating ignorance, thereby improving one's quality of life. These teachings were described as a wheel because they move and travel throughout the land, and then people can practice control over their minds. Altogether, the 3 aspects of the Dharma wheel symbolize concentration, ethics, and wisdom, which are all essential in the teachings of Buddha. This is actually being read off of OneTribeApparel.com. It is a blog, and I will put the link in my video. Now, how does this pertain to? And I'm actually going to put what looks very similar. I'm going to get that picture off of this blog page and show you what looks very similar to the one that I ended up seeing. Now, if you heard me, I spoke about, here, if I go back to it. The Ashoka chakra also represents the reversal of the 12 links and becoming free from samsara, which is the continuous cycle of reincarnation. Freedom. Liberation. God's emancipation. We are born as slaves when we have not cleared our karma, our karmic debt. We come here continuously, living in existence until we learn. I'm getting emotional. It's not that I'm getting emotional. I feel a sense of there is an energy moving. Which I know this energy is a confirmation of this truth. If we don't learn our lessons within our lifetimes, we continuously have the cycle of life, death, rebirth. Now, we are experiencing that on our path towards or through our ascension process. Internally, spiritually, mentally, we are experiencing that death and rebirth cycle because we are still in the process of clearing energy. We can get to a point because of our consistent choices, because we are being dedicated to the cause, a greater cause than ourselves, where we can clear the path and really have true freedom. Freedom where we don't have to reincarnate. And don't have to reincarnate as an individual that has burdens. We can get to a point that when we have finally cleared out our negative energy, the lessons we have not learned from previous lifetimes, that when we do decide, when we make our own personal choice to come back again, if we do so, but now we are free from having to make that choice. One, we become an ascended master. Two, we come back pure, without limitations, without the chains, free to exist fully. So I wanted to share this with you today. I've never known about the Dharma wheel. Of course, I've heard about Dharma. And like I said, I will put the link to this blog post under my video to give credit to the actual owner of what I spoke about early on in this video. But this is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.